Hi friends! I know that we're all incredibly busy, especially at this time of year. So today I am going to share with you 3 easy and healthy crockpot meals that you can prepare quickly. And the best thing about them is they only have 5, okay, that looked like 10, but they only have 5 ingredients each. So let me show you what we're going to make. So I'm beginning by making my enchilada chicken. This recipe was so easy and actually quite delicious. So I began with some boneless skinless chicken breast and some green chilies. Now the recipe called for a small can of diced green chilies. I could not find it anywhere. This was the week of Thanksgiving. I'm curious, is there a Thanksgiving dish that uses green chilies? Because they were nowhere to be found. Let me know if there is. I also used some red enchilada sauce, some garlic powder, and also some Fiesta blend cheese. You can use whatever cheese you have. So I just added some chicken breast into my crock pot. This was just going to be for 2 of us, so I just added 2 breasts. I thought that was enough for us. To that, I sprinkled some garlic powder on the top. And then I covered this and I cooked it on high for about 2 hours or so until the chicken was done. Now once the chicken was done, you can see there was quite a bit of liquid in the crock pot. So I went ahead and I drained that liquid out and then put my chicken back into the crock pot. From there, I topped my chicken with a little bit of enchilada sauce. Then I put some of the chilies on top. Followed by more sauce and then some cheese. And then you just want to cover your crock pot again and cook this on high for probably 10 to 15 minutes, just until the cheese is melted. I plated my chicken up with some cauliflower rice that I steamed in the microwave, just added a couple extra chives to the top of it, but this chicken was really, really good. It was flavorful, it was moist, and I will definitely be making this again. Now for my 5 ingredient chili. So you need 1 pound of ground beef to start. This was 2.25 pounds, so I'm only going to use part of this. But along with the beef, I'm going to use 1 packet of chili seasoning mix, 1 can of tomato sauce, 1 can of chili beans, and 1 yellow onion. I'm going to go ahead and just dice up my onion. You want it to be a pretty fine dice. And once that is done, I will brown my ground beef in a skillet and add the onion to that as well. And I'll just cook that until the meat is cooked through and the onion is slightly softened. Once the ground beef was done, I added that into my crock pot along with my beans, my tomato sauce, and also my chili seasoning mix. I stirred everything to combine and then I cooked this on low for about 4 hours. And I did check it midway through. I thought it was still a little too thick for my liking, so I added some water to it, probably about a 1/4 cup, maybe a 1/3 cup of water. And when I dished this up, we ate this for dinner that night, and this was really, really good. This is by far the simplest chili I have ever made, and it was delicious. This night's dinner was Salsa Verde chicken, which was boneless, skinless chicken breast, cumin, garlic powder, salsa verde, which is green salsa. We used mild, and also 1 red onion. I cut my red onion, actually I sliced it pretty thin so that it would cook pretty quick. And honestly, one thing I need to remember is that this cutting board slides around a lot. I need to actually remember to put a towel under it next time so it doesn't move so much. But I started by adding my onion into the crock pot, and then you'll see I put my chicken right on top of that onion so it had a bed to lie on. And then to my chicken, I added a little bit of garlic powder, and then the recipe called for 2 tablespoons of cumin. I'm not a huge cumin fan, it's very earthy, so I used about a tablespoon, just shy of a tablespoon. And if I make this again, I probably will use less than that. If you like the earthy flavor, by all means use the 2 tablespoons. And then I just covered this with my salsa verde. From here, I covered it and I cooked it on low for about 2.5 or 3 hours till the chicken was done. And I actually forgot, this was supposed to have cilantro on it. I wasn't supposed to use garlic powder. So I did add cilantro at the end, which was actually my 6th ingredient. Oh well, but it was really good. Like I said, I'd probably make it with a little less cumin in it, but it actually was really good. So actually, after I made my enchilada chicken, I still had probably 3/4 of a can of enchilada sauce left. So I wanted to use that up, so I decided, okay, I'm gonna make some enchiladas. I happen to have some ground beef in the refrigerator, so it was a really quick and easy meal. I just diced up an onion, and then I added about 1.5 pounds, I believe, of ground beef to my skillet, along with my onion, and I cooked this until the ground beef was cooked through. And then to that, I added a little bit of garlic powder and a little bit of pepper, and then also just a tiny bit of the enchilada sauce, just to give the meat a little bit more moisture. To my small baking dish, I added a little bit of the enchilada sauce on the bottom, just to coat the bottom, and then I began rolling my enchiladas. So I used some small flour tortillas and I put some of the meat mixture on it, not so much that I couldn't roll it up though. And you'll see here that I rolled it up, and I was able to make 8 of these total in this pan. Once those were all rolled, I added the remainder of my enchilada sauce. I probably should have had a little bit more, but honestly that was all I had left, so it worked out just fine. But I added the sauce, and then I had some ground beef left, so I decided to add that to the top, along with some shredded cheddar cheese, and then I baked this in the oven at 350 for around 20-25 minutes. These came out so good. My husband and I really enjoyed these. They were so simple. I will definitely make these again. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'll be back soon with some more easy weeknight meals.